Hi guys, it's Ruthie. I had a request for a basic granny square tutorial, and it's basically like the blanket that I'm making here. There's actually more patterns on this than just the typical granny square pattern. I have like probably at least 100 granny square patterns I could show you. So I'm going to just show you the basic pattern today to get started so you can make a granny square blanket of your own. So the first thing I would suggest is take your old scrap yarns that are too small maybe to make a big project, make a knot, and oops, sometimes I just like kind of loop them through, make a knot this way. I hope you guys can see that, how I did that, just kind of make a little knot, however you make a knot. Okay, so I'll do the knot again for you in case. Just take one loop and loop it through the other, or you could just make a knot like you tie your shoes, however it's easiest for you. Okay, then make sure it's tight. I kind of like these knots better than the ones that I've been making in the past because I can have a bigger loop and it's not so small. So then I count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain 6. Then take the first loop, stick it in the last loop. Around we go to connect it. Then this is the double crochet. So you're doing, the first one is going to be chaining 3, which will count as 1 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Then you're going to loop the yarn around and do have a total of 12 double crochets around the loop, and I'll show you that in a second as I crochet this to kind of give you, this is tutorial. It's for those basically that already know how to crochet. So I'm going to just do my double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of count as I go, 5, 6, I kind of moved it down to make room, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now for these videos I really need clay with me a lot of times, on the other side to, do the filming or have another camera. But this one here I'm just going to kind of do a basic video for you. So it's going to kind of look like this. You connect it. Oops, a little tight there. Just connect it, pull it through, so now it's connected. Then you're going to chain 3 again, which will count as a double crochet because this is all double crocheted. So 1, 2, 3. Then in any hole really, you're going to do 6 double crochets, any spot you can slip it in there in between these, which will be your corners. So you're going to do, so this is going to count as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, see, though, there is your 6. Now you're going to skip 3 and do 6 again, skip 3 and do 6 again, which will give you 4 corners. So I'll show you that. So you're just going to count 3 over and then stick your needle in, and I'll show you this when I get there. So oops, I'm going to do my 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now you have 2 corners, and you're going to skip 3 again, and you just immediately do your 6 corners. It's going to be, or your 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now you have 3 corners. Okay, skip 3 again. And let's see here. And you're going to be counting your 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to connect them, and now you have your 4 corners. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, from here on in, it's pretty easy. You just, in the corners, you're going to go into the 3rd hole. Well, first of all, you're going to chain your 3 here. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, to make that double crochet. Then you're going to go back into that hole again. This is how I would do it, you know. And then you're going to have just 3, okay? So now you've got 3 in that first hole. This is the middle, okay? Now you're going to go over 3 into the corner. And you're going to do your 6 because that's the corner. And you're going to get this, it moves really quick, and you could actually not even have to do a granny square. You can make one huge blanket just with 1 granny square, and it's a fun way to do it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the corner. Okay. So basically the whole pattern is each corner you do 6, and in between you do 3. So here's the corner, there's the middle, and then I'm going to do the 3 in the next space. And so basically every space you're going to crochet 3, and in the corners you're going to crochet 6. And you can make the granny squares as big or as small as you want, as long as they can kind of fit together. You'll probably at least want to do 4 rows of them. And it's like all you're doing is going round and round and round and round, and it gets bigger and bigger. So here you go. Your corner, your middle, your corner, your middle 3, and then your corner. All the way around, that's all you're doing. Every time you see a little, the corner, you do the 6, and when you see the little holes, you do 3. Okay, now with that, as you can see a completed granny square, you'll see the 6 in the corners and the 3 in between each time. To add them together, if you decide to do small adding together, here's a completed granny square. Now this is a different pattern, because remember I said I had like 100 of them. But what you do is I like to take the corner in the middle of the 3, put my loop through, find my next row that I'm going to be adding the granny square on. There's a front side and a wrong side, which you'll be able to see that with your stitches. Just put the, you kind of like lay it on so you know that when you open it up, it's going to be the right side. Take the 2 corners and then just add them together, just like you're sewing on a sewing machine almost. You just add them together and zip them up that way. You zip them up through there, and then when you open it up, they'll be attached. And you know, you just keep adding it together. It's a lot of fun, and it's pretty easy. And so I hope that was helpful. And as you can see, I just kind of added them together. Just kind of went in and out like you saw, so it would all be together. And you can complete a granny square. So I hope that was helpful. And I will see you in my next video. God bless.